Bacteria can be classified according to their structure of cell wall, like gram-positive bacteria and gram-negative bacteria. The main difference and the major difference between these two types of bacteria is in their cell wall. If we look at the structure of gram-positive bacterial cell wall, so it will be look like this. We know that every bacteria has the plasma membrane, the layer of plasma membrane made up of phospholipids. Plasma membrane is made up of phospholipids, and the cell wall, in case of positive bacteria, it is made up of, let me use the another marker, it is made up of peptidoglycan. And in case of gram positive bacteria, it is very thick, up to 60 layers of peptidoglycan. 60 layers of peptidoglycan are present inside the bacterial cell wall, gram positive bacterial cell wall, up to 60 layers. And we know that peptidoglycan is a polysaccharide made up of two sugars, sugar derivatives like N-acetyl muramic acid, N-acetyl glucosamine. These two sugars will be joined, and some amino acids will be also involved in the cross-linking of that sugars and their structure. I will make another video on particular like the structure of peptidoglycan only, but you may get the idea of how the peptidoglycan look. It is like a polysaccharide. It is a heteropolysaccharide because two different sugars are involved, and the 60 layers of that chains is involved in case of gram positive cell wall. If you look at the structure of gram negative cell wall, there will also same as present, the plasma membrane will also present like in the positive bacteria, but these layers are too thin. Up to 2 to 3 layers only will be there, and here we know that up to 60 layers are there of peptidoglycan in case of positive, but only 2 to 3 layers in case of negative bacteria. And there is also one layer extra in case of gram negative. It is known as outer membrane. It is also involved some phospholipids and some lipopolysaccharides, right? Some lipopolysaccharides on its surface like this. So it is having the another layer like outer layer, outer membrane, and in between these two membranes there is a short thin membrane of peptidoglycan up to 2 to 3 layers in case of gram negative bacteria. So this is how the difference is. There is also lipoic acid is present in the gram positive bacteria, but it's not very important. We will only focus on the layers of peptidoglycan here, because we want to differentiate these two bacteria in the laboratory. If we want to observe these two different bacteria, we will stain them, we will color them by different dyes, and according to which dye is taken by that bacteria or by that cell wall of bacteria, we are going to differentiate that bacteria like gram positive and gram negative. If we after the gram staining, we will observe these bacteria under the microscope. Ultimately, if we observe the bacteria after completion of all procedures, the gram positive bacteria will be colored purple or violet, right? And gram negative bacteria will be seen like pink or red. So why positive observed like purple and why negative is pink? We are going to we will look after the gram staining, after the completion of gram staining, we will all know that how these bacteria are colored purple or red or pink, right? So in the first step of gram staining, we add crystal violet, which is the gram stain, crystal violet, on the bacteria, on the mixture of bacteria. Suppose we have the mixture of the bacteria on the slide, right? And we fix the slide, we taken the smear of the bacteria, and we have the bacteria on our slide, and we will add this crystal violet on that bacterial mixture in the first step. In the so suppose we have poured crystal violet, so it will attach to the peptidoglycan layer like this. So the molecules of the crystal violet are attached to the peptidoglycan layer. Here it will also attached, but remember, keep in mind that the layer of the gram negative bacterial cell wall, in the layer of peptidoglycan is very thin than gram positive cell wall. So crystal violet is attached to the peptidoglycan layer. After that, in the second stage, we are going to add mordant, which is iodine. So this is the primary stain or primary dye or color. In the local language you can say color. So we are going to color the bacteria, because we cannot observe the bacteria because they are colorless. So we are going to provide them a color. So it is the violet color or purple color. After that, we are going to add a mordant, which is iodine. Here in case of we use a mordant iodine in gram staining. What this iodine is going to do here? Iodine is going to fix these dye more firmly to the peptidoglycan layer. So iodine will bind to this crystal violet molecules, and it will help these molecules to add more firmly to the peptidoglycan layer. It will fix that dye to the peptidoglycan layer more firmly. Okay, so in the second step we have added iodine. In the third step, we will add crystal violet, iodine. We will add decolorizer like alcohol. We are going to add alcohol as a decolorizer, which means it is going to decolorize this dye, and it is going to dissolve, it is going to break these membranes, and it is going to dehydrate the cells. So these layers will be compressed and compact. So these dye will, in case of positive gram positive cell wall, these dye will be fixed more firmly, and in case of negative cell wall, it will dissolve these membranes, and these molecules of the crystal violet, which were compactly or strongly attached to the peptidoglycan layers, are get removed with the help of alcohol in case of gram negative bacteria only. But gram positive, there are still attached, these crystal violet is still attached to the gram positive cell wall. But in case of negative bacteria, after adding the alcohol, this dye is get removed. So if we observe the bacteria at this stage under the microscope, positive will look purple in color and the negative will look colorless because this dye is removed. And in the fourth stage, we will add the safranin molecule, the safranin dye. So safranin is the counter stain, the another stain we are going to use, which is pink in color or red in color, and we are going to add the safranin in both the cases. But here the dye is already attached, the crystal violet is already attached to the peptidoglycan layer, but this is colorless because alcohol has decolorized the dye which were added before, and this safranin, which is pink in color, will be get attached to this layer. So after this completion of 4 stages, these 2 bacteria will occur different in color. Like positive will be observed like purple in color, and the negative will be observed pink in color. Okay, so if you want to remember the sequence of the addition of different stains, just remember the CID: crystal violet, iodine, decolorizer, and the CIDS, saffron. Crystal violet, iodine, decolorizer, which is alcohol, and safranin. CIDS, gram staining. So I hope this is helpful to you, and if you like this video, please hit the like button and share this video to your friends.